This is the Unshadowed Thought Podcast with James Hall. This podcast is dedicated to Michelle Goyevich, Ed White, Caitlin Treacle, and I Chan, and also all the others that have lost their life as a direct result of psychiatric harms.
All right, audio journal for day number 2 of my fast, going for 30 days again. So today I'm feeling really ethereal, really just kind of dissociated and goofed out. My cognition is really slow, but there's this trade-off. So I realized some of the things I was talking about and recalling quicker yesterday are slower today. But the kicker is my emotions are more in balance. I don't feel blunted, but my emotions are on more of an even keel, which is really interesting because I got really, I don't want to say I got really emotional over food, but like the smells of food and stuff have been kind of overwhelming at times today. Just now, like at dinner time, I was just like really wanted to eat, but I was also distracted. So when I haven't been distracted, when I've been kind of just doing what I've been doing, like one thing at a time, and I've thought about food or seen food, like I've been fine with it. I'm calm, relaxed. I see the food. I know I can't eat. I know I'm not going to eat, but it didn't bother me, even though I was hungry. It looked really good to me, and food looks exceptionally good, which is funny because it kind of takes on a whole new nature. Like when you look at food, you think, oh man, people should be so grateful for food. Food is so good. It starts changing your perspective on food. And that's how I'm feeling right now. But I feel so ethereal or dissociated, kind of, that it's almost like a spiritual feeling because my emotions aren't out of whack. Usually I'm pissed off for feeling this way. Like if I feel dissociated in a day, it's agitating. But I don't feel agitated today. I actually feel, again, more emotionally balanced, and I feel more grateful for kind of my life and the things around me. So, that being said, day 2, definitely hungry, definitely, desiring food a lot, but I'm okay, it's fine. I don't feel like desperate, or I don't feel like I want to break my fast for it, but it's just the way I'm feeling, and I feel super loopy. My recall and so my memory function is slower, but it doesn't feel agitating. I feel a little bit slower, a little bit more balanced than usual, and but it's goofy. It's a wacky feeling, but that's what it is. Some of my reflections for today, things I've been thinking about. I thought about stuff yesterday about how things are difficult, how people societally kind of look at things in a screwed up way, compared to, the priorities are wrong, like thinking about surviving and having food to eat and the things we should be thankful for, and then the things that we're not thankful for any longer, and the things we chase after and the things we put priority on in society now are pretty backwards and goofed up. And I think a lot of that is because we live in excess. We have plenty of everything, and we don't withhold things from ourselves either to give us perspective. So we're just constantly in this place of excess. Even, I'll be honest, even the poorest of us live in excess. Like, I don't have a lot, but I have an excess, like especially when it comes to food and other items. So it leaves me just wanting more food, wanting more property, or more this or more that, more possessions, more electronics, more whatever, and we really don't need it. But when we withhold things from ourselves, then everything shifts drastically, and our mindset shifts drastically. And instead of caring about what I do have, or what I want more of, I'm focused on, geez, food is just so valuable and so robust and so awesome and such a good experience. It changes the way you think about things. Today I was like, if I just had one meal a day, I would be so grateful for that. So yeah, that's a drastic change for what I was thinking before, and the other thing I was thinking about is my thoughts kind of shifted internally today, and I was thinking, if we all did our own part and we're kind of self-sufficient, and we all took care of ourselves and contributed in an individualistic kind of way, and we took more time to think about what we're thinking, maybe through fasting or by other methods, or maybe meditation, right? If we all took more personal responsibility for our thoughts and our actions, the contribution to the greater whole of society would just be massive. Instead of thinking about we need these societal changes, these like top-down changes, I think there's really huge potential for bottom-up changes, and that's the way big change is going to happen, is by a lot of people deciding to think critically and take responsibility for themselves, and then have drastic, compassion and patience with others, as well as being honest, having a commitment to being honest all the time. If people started doing that themselves, I think the effect that has on everybody around them in society would be so much bigger than how effective it would be to make top-down change. I just don't think that would pan out very well. So anyways, those are kind of my thoughts for today. I'm looking forward to getting to a place in my fast where I'm not feeling the desire for food so much, and maybe I get past this loopiness. I know there's supposed to be a point where you stop, your hunger goes away, you stop caring about food, and then where you actually become really clear. And I'm really looking forward to that. If I could do that, I think that would be a big turnaround in my injury and how I look at things, and even how my body functions. So that's what I'm looking forward to now. I know I'll probably I'm on day 2. I probably got at least 5 more days before I can even think about getting there. And the next days, I expect, will probably be some of the most difficult. So I'll keep it short today. But thanks for listening. If you are, have a good one.